I've been so busy over the last week.
Hey
guys, you heard that?
How is that any different?
Pat Ryan. Man, who the asked you, man? I just wanted to come to y'all with a chill pod episode. So welcome back to Believe in the Miami Heat, brought to you by the BLEAV Network. As always, I'm your host, Anthony DiNardo. Now, if you are new here, because the channel has had great growth over the last week, this is a podcast that I have. It's also on the audio side, Apple Pod, Spotify. Shout out to my listeners over there. I appreciate y'all. This is technically a podcast between me and Mario Chalmers. We have a couple episodes together within the last year, but obviously he's been very busy. So if y'all want to check those out, those will be in the playlist at the end of this video, or y'all can find them on my channel. Just search Anthony DiNardo. But I like this podcast a lot because I just get to come here and sit and talk with y'all. So if y'all are here, that means that you're the true fans of this channel, and I appreciate you. You just like sitting here talking ball with me. I try to respond to all the comments I can. I get to about 99% of them. I noticed I do this with my handle. I don't know why. There's no one here. But yeah. So yesterday, I posted a Bill Simmons exposed video. Quite frankly, I think it's like one of the best videos I ever posted. I was a little disappointed because it's performing a little, not as good as my other videos. It's over 1,000 views, which for me is something that's actually pretty good. But I guess just relatively speaking, it's a video I really liked, a lot. Like, I think it may be the best one I ever posted, like, for real. If y'all haven't seen it, make sure you go watch it. I put a ton of research into it, and I feel like I just boxed in Bill Simmons so hard that it's hilarious to me. And I like the comedic style of that video and the editing and everything like that. And it's currently performing very well on Twitter. Has almost 100 retweets, almost 26,000 views. So people are really liking it on there. I guess just the annoying part is, like, nobody knows why the YouTube algorithm is what it is. Like, why are you the way that you are? Like, I posted the video today around 4 p.m., right, on Friday. So is it not doing as well because I posted it maybe too early? I should have waited till people got off of work. But then they said the YouTube processors take a couple hours to put your video out. So if you want people to watch it at 6, put it on at 4. So I don't know what to do there. Or is it not getting views because it's too short and YouTube likes 10-minute videos? Or do people just not like the content? I'm pretty sure they like the content because literally out of all the comments I got, I only got like 1 or 2 mean ones, which is crazy. Because y'all know the internet, and the internet is full of trolls. You could post a 5-second video, and 5 seconds later, you got 100 mean comments because some people are just on the internet solely to be mean, solely to be salty. Now, let me make one thing clear. That's not something I care about. I understand the internet is fake. That's something that y'all should realize too. Nobody on the internet is real. It's just a bunch of ones and zeros. So anytime I get a comment that, it's a hate comment, a hater, a troll, some may say, I love to troll them. For example, I've been doing this a lot recently. Been getting a lot of Portland fans on my videos saying the cliches. Oh, Damian Lillard's under contract for 4 more years. Joe Cronin should send him to Minnesota. Pat Riley needs to offer Bam. All that crazy talk, right? And my favorite thing to do is, because they'll waste their time. They'll post like a whole long-ass paragraph in all caps, getting all frustrated, mad. They'll waste their time doing that because I'll respond just agreeing with them. I'll be like, that's facts, bro. Dame's under contract for 4 more years. Portland's only obligation is to pay him. So either sit or play for Portland or something like that. And most of the time, they end up not responding or responding really confused because they were so angry a second ago. And now that they see someone agreeing with them, they just don't know how to react. And to me, that's hilarious. Because some people, they post comments and stuff just to start a fight. Because that's why people are on the internet. They love going back and forth. They love getting angry. And maybe I shouldn't, hate it. Maybe I should understand it because maybe they're real worlds. And in the real worlds, they're nice people. But just like that, they use the internet to get off their steam or however you may say that. But that's not me. I don't get mad. I don't really get mad in general. Particularly, I get mad when it comes to sports. I'm not the guy that's throwing tantrums and throwing stuff like that. But, I might sit there like, when Kentavious Caldwell-Pope hits his 4th consecutive 3 against us in the finals. But I don't actually get mad at what people say because literally words is just words. And if you are a troll, then that means that I really don't respect you as a person. And why would I care what you say if I don't respect you as a person? I hope that makes sense. But the whole internet fan culture is crazy to me. I've seen some death threats on Twitter over the last 48 hours because someone didn't like what someone else said about Tyler Herro. Like, it's not that serious, bro. Like, it's not. To go to death threats over sports, I just don't get it. Now, I fully get, sticking up for your team and maybe getting in some lighthearted spats online, because that's what sports is at the end of the day. It's about entertainment. It's about being passionate. Even those fans that are in my comments with all caps saying that Joe Cronin is gonna fleece Pat Riley or something, I'm not mad at you, because I respect the passion you have for your team. That's what we all that's what we all do. Even with the Bill Simmons video, I don't like Bill Simmons, but it's not because of him as a person. It's because he's a Celtics fan. I don't like the Celtics, and he doesn't like my team. He shouldn't like my team. He's a Celtics fan, So he's not doing anything from his perspective in Boston that I'm doing here in Miami. Boston's a rival of us. I'll talk trash about them. Miami's a rival of them. He talks trash about us. That's all it is at the end of the day, So I don't have any hate on him towards that. He's got his own podcast, the Bill Simmons podcast. He can talk about whatever he wants to, just like I am here. So I'm not hating on that. Now, it's frustrating that a lot of guys are working national media that maybe aren't that talented or are maybe super biased when they shouldn't be. Not saying Bill Simmons is one of those guys, but he was a national guy for a while. I don't think you should be biased when talking nationally. But even the Miami Heat, it's a known thing. The national media doesn't like Miami. I can't figure out why. They all love the city, but they don't like the team. Make it make sense. Maybe it's because the team's been boring for a while. They're defense-oriented. They get a bunch of undrafted guys out of nowhere, and people never heard of them, so they assume they suck. But that's nothing new, It's frustrating when you get guys talking about the Heat saying just being uninformed, because there's a lot more people who are more informed that I think could do their job better that don't have their platform. That part's frustrating. But, I don't listen to them. I can shut them off. People get on Twitter mad at what Skip Bayless said about their team. Bro, shut it off. Scroll. It's gone. There is plenty of other great reporting and journalism out there locally if you want to listen to some Heat coverage, for example. You got me. You got the Basement Sports Network. You got plenty of other networks in the area that you could listen to if you want to consume Miami Heat coverage. Or you could just shut it off. No reason to flip out and get mad about it. Now, you can call out someone for being hypocritical. That's what I did to Bill Simmons, but it's lighthearted. It's fun. That's what sports should be. It's entertainment. It should be fun. That's all it's really about. And it should never be taken more serious than that. But a lot of people like the Bill Simmons video. So I wish it performed a little better. But hey, for those of y'all that watched, I appreciate it. For those of you that didn't, check it out. Seriously, it's one of my best videos. But yeah, so we'll talk some basketball this podcast. One of the things I do like about the videos though is making videos is my passion, editing and all that stuff. And as is, talking sports, that's why I have this whole channel where I do it all together. But these pods are fun because I could just talk to y'all, read the comments. I try to respond to every comment I can. I get to 99% of them. So I like having a discussion with y'all. The real fans, if you're still here listening to me talk, that means that you really, mess with me as a person. I appreciate that because I mess with y'all too. Leave a comment down below saying how you met me, how you first found me. If you're on the YouTube side, what's the first video you saw? Did you see me from Twitter? If you're on the audio side, let me know how you found the podcast too. I think that'll be really good for research purposes in terms of how I can grow this channel. So I would appreciate that. But the thing with the videos, like I said earlier, I've been busy. I must have 20 videos posted in the last 2.5 weeks, something crazy like that. And I never try to sacrifice quality for quantity. Yeah, I've been pumping out these videos, but I always try to keep the quality very high, put a funny skit or edit at the beginning, something like that. A really good hook for the video, because I believe that if you're sacrificing quality, that is not a good way for sustained growth of a brand, because it might be somebody's first time watching your video and they might say, hey, this guy's terrible. I'm never watching him again. That's why, as good as my Bill Simmons video was, I want my next video to be better, which is this one. So hopefully y'all think it's better. Maybe y'all do. But yeah, because you never know when it's someone's first time seeing your channel. So you want to leave a good first impression and grow and that's how you grow your following as efficiently as possible. So on the basketball side of things, Goran Dragic, Mr. Honest, good old Honest Gogi, came out today in some report. He was talking to someone. I don't know who it was, but he basically came out today saying something like, He wants to join the Miami Heat, which we all know. He said that multiple times. He loves it here. His family's here. We love him as well, of course. Best number 7 in Heat history. That jersey will be retired one day. So sorry, Kyle Lowry. But he wants to be here. But then he ended the report by saying something like, there's a lot of stuff still up in the air. I think he even said Damian Lillard. But he said all will be revealed when the news comes out soon. Which if anyone else said that, you might not think anything of it. I mean, you probably would, but even more so with Gogi because he's literally known for being honest. If you go on Twitter and look up If I'm Honest Goran, you'll see a bunch. I'm going to do that right now. But you'll see a bunch of quotes from Goran Dragic over the years where he just says, if I'm honest, and then goes on to be completely honest. Like he's revealed, I forget some of the things he's revealed, but he's revealed like injuries and all other kind of stuff. Let me see what he said here. He said, if I'm honest, I didn't think this would happen so quickly. When he's talking about Luka Doncic, he said, if I'm honest, I didn't know what was going on because I don't follow news and politics. I think he's talking about whatever, some political event that happened. But anyways, y'all get the point. He's always very honest, right? And he can't, hide the truth if someone asks him a question, which is beautiful about him. So what is he talking about? I don't know. But what I can tell you is it's probably something. Now, would I want Goran Dragic back? Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Come on, bring Goran back, win a ring. I posted the video a few days ago about my top vet minimum free agent targets that I still want the Heat to acquire, and Goran was on that list. So was Hassan Whiteside, which people didn't like. But if y'all want to know why, go watch that video too. It's a few videos back on this channel. But yeah, one thing I'm confused about, though, is why don't they just sign Goran now? Like, I think they still have 3 roster spots available. They're going to need Goran with or without Dame because you're going to need a backup point guard or some vet off the bench. At the bare minimum, he could play the UD role. So I don't really know why they haven't made any moves yet because, even outside of point guard, I still think you need a power forward outside of Dame. Maybe it's because they don't know who they're going to be getting in the Dame trade. Maybe they get Dame and Dorian Finney-Smith and Marcus Morris Sr. and Jusuf Nurkic. It could be like that, but you think they could maybe get 1 or 2 guys because in the Dame trade, I'm assuming they're going to give up more players than they're going to receive. So some more roster spots would open up, but hey, we'll see what happens. Now, I'm a little concerned. I think I said this last pod about the how long they're waiting. The free agent market is slowly drying up. A couple of the guys I liked, Dario Saric, signed a couple weeks ago. Yeah, Darius Bazley signed today with who remember the Nets. Darius Bazley signed with the Nets. A guy I think I would have really liked here. Could have been a nice backup wing. Has the length and the athleticism to play really well in his Heat system. Switching on defense, spread the floor a little bit, and he's gone. So I don't want to sit here and act like, oh man, forget Dame. Go get these guys because you were so close to the finals. Just add some fringe talent, and that's enough to get you over the top. I don't agree with that. I think Damian Lillard is good enough where you wait for him. Bradley Beal? No. Kevin Durant? Yes. Damian Lillard? Yes. That's why those were guys I was willing to wait for. I still am. So when the Miami Heat get Damian Lillard, because they will, none of this other stuff is going to matter. I just hope there's enough quality veteran minimums left so you can fill out the roster because I don't want just a bunch of trash around those 3. Then it'd probably be an issue. But I still think there'd be guys out there like Goran Dragic who I would love back. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with Christian Wood. That whole situation is very weird. I've talked about this too in one of my last videos. All of his previous fan bases hate him. I don't know why, even though his counting stats are great. People say it's because he doesn't play defense, but no one plays defense anymore. Almost no one. And the fact that he still seems to be without a market right now is a little weird to me. But hey, he's got talent. I like giving Spo guys with talent and seeing how he can develop them because a lot of guys play better when they come to the Miami Heat. So he's a guy that I would potentially like also. So the last thing that I want to get to this episode, though, is the NBA Summer League. Now, I truthfully don't even know if the Heat have another game left. I started watching the game today versus the Denver Nuggets. They got down about 30. I stopped paying attention. Now, it was on in the background. But I had TikTok going. I had Twitter going. I had everything else going. Because who? I already watched the Heat get blown out by Denver enough this year. Y'all really thought I had to do it again? Yeah, I don't know if they play again because on the app it says to be dated. And I guess they have the tournament coming up, like the playoff seeding tournament. I know some of it actually has to do with how many points you win by, and the dude on the Dallas Mavericks was point shaving because he scored in the wrong hoop. I don't know if y'all saw that. The dude, I mean, it didn't count because it ended up being a backcourt violation, but a dude on the Mavericks literally went the wrong way. But it was weird because his teammate was in ISO facing the right basket and then passed it to the guy, and then the guy ran the wrong way. So it's not like he just subbed in the game. It was a quick turnover. Like, no. Like, it wasn't right after timeout. One of the most bizarre things that I've ever seen in my entire life. But that's why it's truthfully hard to me to stay tuned to Summer League, even though, you know, I do like watching a lot of the other guys. But even today, you were missing Orlando Robinson, Nikola Jovic, of course, Jaime Jaquez. You were missing Drew Smith, Drew Peterson. So I would have liked to see a little more from Jamal Cain, even though he had a nasty dunk. My God. See, I want to get some more athletes on this team, too. You know, I'm tired of getting all these intangible white boys, and I could say that because I'm an intangible white boy. Get some guys with athleticism. Let Spo develop them, and then, you know, maybe you got a really good player on your hands. But, yeah, I do like Jamal Cain, though, even though he's kind of been outshined by Jovic and Orlando Robinson this summer league. But I think he'll get some run this year. Obviously, that's up in there, depending who they get in the Dame trade. Maybe if the Heat lose Caleb Martin, I think Jamal Cain's a guy with a similar skill set. Obviously, he won't be as good immediately, but maybe he could fill into that role a little bit. Other than that, truthfully, not a lot of the other guys stood out to me. I know some people like Drew Peterson, but he maybe I'm spoiled. Maybe I'm used to seeing Max Strus dominate Summer League, Duncan Robinson dominate Summer League, and then supposedly this Drew Peterson supposed to be the next white shooter, but honestly, I just don't see it. But what is funny, though, is the Heat beat Boston and Milwaukee in the Summer League, the last two games. But then this most recent game, they just lost to Denver. So it's like they're teasing us. It's like they're back, back in the playoff run that they were in. But yeah, it's kind of funny. But I think that's all I really got for this episode. I just wanted to check in for y'all and talk about kind of everything we talked about. So I hope you enjoy. Leave a comment telling me something. I still want to know how you actually found out about me. That'd be pretty cool to know. But yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed. If you did not enjoy, you could leave a dislike because I can't tell you what to do. All my audio listeners, rate 5 stars. Y'all know the deal. Or be honest. Be like Goran. Be honest. If you don't like it, that's fine. I could take it. You know why? I don't care what the haters say. That's such a cliche, but it's just like, I'm having fun, bro. Like, I'm literally in my room talking hoops. Like, what could possibly make me mad? You know? Like, we chilling. I'll see y'all next time.
Look, pull up in your city, tryna get that dead face. Do it on my own, I don't need no dead weight. Had to kill him off, yeah, I need a head space. You know this homegrown bitch don't offend me.